Listen, here's the thing. If you can't spot the sucker in your first half hour at the poker table, then you are the sucker. What's up, YouTube? This is my first public video, and I'm going to go through a bunch of poker strategy, and we're going to try to help poker players just get better at the game. So this is True Rounder, and we're gonna do this live commentary. I've watched a lot of poker videos, and it seems like the live commentary videos are always the best videos. So we're going to start with just a low-stakes sit and go, and we'll go from there. Hopefully this will fill up pretty soon. There he goes. We'll start off with a sit and go, but I play everything. So, cash games, multi-table tournaments. I expect to have everything up on my channel eventually, but we'll start with a low-stakes sit and go. The point of this video series is just, we'll start with sit and goes, and the point of the series is to just get better at poker. New players, low-stakes players, anything I can put up to help people just win money. Also, I need you guys to leave feedback on whether you want 10-minute videos or 15-minute videos. I think I'm going to do 10-minute videos. 15 seems a little long. If you guys want shorter videos, I could do like 8-minute videos. But under the gun, ace-6 suited, just not strong enough. I mean, that's a pretty easy fold. When you're playing sit and goes, one table sit and goes, your goal early on is to not get involved, because the chips aren't worth as much early on as they are later. There's no reason to get involved with a weak hand when the blinds are 10-20 and you still have 1,500 chips. Ace Queen. It's a pretty good hand. There's no reason to re-raise at this stage in the tournament. And if somebody re-raises in front of me, I'm not even playing it. There's no reason to get involved with an Ace Queen. Yeah, it's a great hand, but this is hand 2 of the tournament. We got a raise from early position and a re-raise in front of me. Ace Queen just doesn't play well, and you're out of position against both of the people that are already in ahead of you. No reason to play it. Jack 7. Even for half a bet, I mean, if 2 or 3 people limp in, the pot odds, I mean, you'd be getting pot odds to be able to play. Here we're getting, it only costs us 10, pot is 70. I mean, pretty easy math there. Not a whole lot I can fold getting those kind of odds, but when you flop Ace King and you only have Jack 7, there's no reason to continue here. And I'm not going to be talking about every single hand. I am going to assume, if you're watching this video, you're interested in poker and you have, at the very least, a basic understanding of strategy and when to continue and when to not continue. If it seems like I'm not describing hands enough, or I'm leaving out some information that you guys would like to see and you want me to talk more, just let me know. This is another situation where, even though the pot odds are really good, I have Queen 5, and I still have 2 people left to act behind me, so getting involved here with 2 people left to act, you know, I just would have limped in there and would have had to call a re-raise because of pot odds. Now, I would have flopped really, really well, but one thing you can't do in poker is be results oriented. It'll drive you crazy. These one table sit and goes don't take very long, but with the YouTube time limit, it's still going to be several parts. More than likely. Early on, single table sit and go, I'm basically just looking for premium hands. There's not really a whole lot of opportunity to do anything else. You should be looking for your top 10 hands, basically, is what you want to be playing voluntarily. Early on in a sit and go, it helps to take note of the people who are playing a lot of hands, because the people who are playing a lot of hands early in a sit and go are either catching a lot of cards or they're not playing very well. Now, what I was saying about your chips being worth more, what I mean is later on, when you have a hand and you get your chips in, your chips will be worth more because the blinds and antes will be up. It's also a lot easier to get all of your chips in to a pot and double up. So your chips are going to be worth more in the sense that you're going to get more in return. So it's not worth playing lesser hands now. The blinds do go up pretty quickly in the single table sit and goes. I mean, your strategy in a sit and go, single table sit and go, is a lot of times very different than your strategy in a multi-table tournament. Your strategy in a single table sit and go basically is to not go broke before you get to the payout, because four people get paid and the rest go home. And in a multi-table tournament, you're playing for hours and hours, and you might just barely get your buy-in back. So a multi-table tournament, it pays to try to basically all the money in a multi-table tournament is in the top 3 overall. So that should be your goal. When you're playing a sit and go, your goal should be to make the money. But once you get to where you're at the money, your goal should be first place only. This being my first video, I'm really interested in hearing feedback. What you guys want to see, whether you want to see sit and goes, cash games, multi-table tournaments, whether you want me to talk more, talk less, talk more about specific hands. And I will bring up hands. If I see an interesting hand that's played between 2 other people, and I see like something, that catches my eye or something that's interesting, I will bring up the hand history and we'll go through it. But I haven't seen anything yet. Still early on in this thing.